Wait, did Taekook really just go live together? Face screaming in fear if you were anywhere near social media when this happened. You already know the internet did not stay calm for very long. One moment, fans were discussing the latest rumors surrounding Jungkook, and the next, Taehyung and Jungkook suddenly appeared together, turning an ordinary day into another unforgettable Taekook moment. The timing alone was enough to make fans stop scrolling, replay the clips, and ask the same question. Was this just a coincidence, or did Taehyung's appearance completely change the conversation? Before we get into everything, make sure you stay until the end, because the most interesting part of this story may not actually be what happened during the live. It may be the timing. When rumors are already spreading across social media, any unexpected interaction between two members can instantly become a major topic. And when that interaction involves Taehyung and Jungkook, you already know fans are going to analyze every second. But before we get carried away, there is one important thing we need to remember. Online rumors are not automatically facts, and fan interpretations should always be separated from confirmed information. For a while, dating rumors involving Jungkook had been attracting enormous attention online. Social media was filled with theories, screenshots, supposed clues, and endless discussions about what different posts or coincidences might mean. Some fans believed they had discovered connections, while others questioned whether those connections were simply coincidences being interpreted through the lens of fandom speculation. The more people talked about it, the bigger the rumor became. And then, right in the middle of all that noise, Taekook appeared together. That is where everything suddenly became interesting. Instead of fans only talking about anonymous claims or trying to decode social media clues, they suddenly had something real to watch. Taehyung and Jungkook were together on live, interacting naturally in front of fans. Within moments, clips and screenshots began spreading across social media, and the entire conversation shifted. Fans who had been following the dating rumors suddenly found themselves talking about Taekook again. People were excited, surprised, emotional, and, of course, ready to analyze every tiny detail. And honestly, can you blame them? Taehyung and Jungkook have always had a unique ability to capture attention whenever they appear together. Their friendship has been visible for years through concerts, behind-the-scenes content, interviews, travel moments, performances, and countless casual interactions. Because fans have watched their relationship develop over such a long period, even a simple live appearance can feel incredibly significant. This particular moment felt even bigger because of what was happening around it. Imagine scrolling through social media while everyone is arguing about rumors, theories, and supposed clues. Then suddenly, you see Taehyung and Jungkook together. Naturally, your first reaction might be, wait, what is happening right now? Face screaming in fear, and that is exactly the reaction many fans had. The timing made the live feel much more dramatic than it might have under normal circumstances. But did Taehyung actually destroy the dating rumors? That depends on what we mean by that phrase. If we mean that Taehyung officially confirmed or denied Jungkook's personal life, then we should not make that claim unless Taehyung or Jungkook explicitly said something about it. A live appearance alone cannot be treated as an official statement. However, if we mean that Taehyung's appearance with Jungkook changed the direction of the conversation, then it is easy to understand why fans described it that way. The rumors were based largely on speculation, while the live was something fans could actually see. That difference matters. When people are discussing rumors online, every little detail can become evidence in someone's theory. A similar outfit can become a clue, a location can become a clue, a social media post can become a clue, and even the timing of two unrelated posts can become part of a theory. But none of those things necessarily prove anything. That is why seeing Taehyung and Jungkook together in real time created such a different atmosphere. For many fans, it was a refreshing reminder that there is a real world beyond the speculation. Instead of endlessly asking what a certain photo might mean, fans could simply watch two members of BTS spending time together. There was no need to invent a complicated explanation for every second. They were there, they were interacting, and fans were happy to see them. Of course, that did not stop the analysis. Taekook fans immediately started noticing the little things. The expressions, the reactions, the comfortable atmosphere, the way they responded to each other, and the overall energy of the live became topics of discussion. Some fans described their interaction as incredibly natural. Others focused on specific moments that reminded them of older Taekook content. And some simply enjoyed the live without trying to assign a deeper meaning to everything. That is the beauty of fandom. Everyone can experience the same moment differently. One person may see a sweet friendship between two longtime friends. Another may become excited because the interaction reminds them of a favorite Taekook moment from years ago. Someone else may simply be happy to see both members together after not having enough recent interactions. None of those reactions require us to turn speculation into fact. And that is something worth emphasizing. Taehyung and Jungkook have their own private lives. They are public figures, but they are still individuals who deserve privacy and respect. Fans can celebrate their chemistry, enjoy their content, and become excited about their interactions without claiming to know things that have never been confirmed. So why did this particular live create such a huge reaction? The answer may simply be timing. Timing can completely change the way people interpret an event. If Taehyung and Jungkook had gone live during a completely quiet period, fans would probably have been excited, but the reaction might have been different. Because the live happened while dating rumors were already circulating, the appearance immediately became connected to the existing conversation. Suddenly, people were asking whether Taehyung knew about the rumors. Did he care? Was the timing intentional? Was this simply a normal interaction? Was it a coincidence? Or were fans reading too much into the situation? There is no way for us to know the private thoughts behind the moment unless the members themselves explain them. And perhaps that uncertainty is exactly why fans are so fascinated. The internet loves mysteries, but fandom also has a tendency to turn mysteries into certainty very quickly. A theory can become a fact after being repeated enough times. A rumor can become accepted as truth simply because thousands of people discuss it. That is why it is important to pause and ask, what do we actually know? We know Taekook went live together. We know fans reacted strongly. We know the timing caused people to connect the live with the dating rumors. Everything beyond that is interpretation, and honestly, that is enough to make the moment interesting. Taehyung did not need to give a dramatic speech, and Jungkook did not need to explain anything. Their appearance together was enough to redirect the spotlight. Instead of the internet spending all its energy on rumors, people suddenly had a new moment to celebrate. That is probably why the phrase Taehyung destroyed the dating rumors started gaining so much attention among fans. Not because he necessarily made an official statement, but because his appearance created a completely different narrative. It reminded everyone that Taehyung and Jungkook can still appear together naturally, regardless of what people are saying online. It also showed how quickly fandom conversations can change. One unexpected live can completely overshadow days of speculation. And that is something we have seen again and again in K-pop. The internet can spend hours debating a rumor, but one real interaction can instantly become the bigger story. For Taekook fans, this was more than just another live. It was a chance to see two familiar faces together again. It was a moment that felt spontaneous, unexpected, and exciting. And because fans had already been paying close attention, every little interaction felt amplified. Some fans probably watched the live once, others watched it again, and then again. Then they started sharing clips, followed by screenshots, edits, and theories. Suddenly, Taekook was everywhere again. That cycle is one of the most fascinating parts of K-pop fandom. A few minutes of content can become hours of discussion, thousands of posts, countless edits, and endless conversations. But underneath all that excitement, the simplest explanation may still be the best one. Taehyung and Jungkook went live together, and fans were happy to see them. There does not always have to be a hidden meaning. Sometimes a moment is simply a moment. And perhaps that is the healthiest way to enjoy Taekook content. We can appreciate the chemistry, laugh at their funny interactions, celebrate their friendship, and talk about moments that made us smile. But we should also remember that we are watching real people, not characters in a story. The dating rumors may continue to circulate. New theories may appear tomorrow. Someone may discover another supposed clue and start another huge discussion. That is the nature of social media. But none of that changes what happened during the live. Taekook appeared together. Fans saw them. Fans reacted. And the internet exploded. Maybe that is why this moment feels so satisfying for longtime fans. After so much speculation and so many rumors, fans finally had something positive and tangible to focus on. Instead of asking what might be happening behind the scenes, they could simply enjoy what was happening in front of them. And when Taehyung and Jungkook are together, that is often enough. Their history speaks for itself. They have spent years working together, traveling together, performing together, laughing together, and creating memories alongside the other members of BTS. Their bond has been observed by millions of fans over the years, which is why their interactions continue to attract so much attention. Still, we should never confuse familiarity with certainty. Fans can have theories, but theories remain theories until confirmed. That is especially important when discussing someone's dating life. Personal relationships are deeply private, and celebrities are not obligated to explain every rumor circulating about them. Sometimes the best response is simply to let people live their lives. So when we say Taehyung destroyed the dating rumors, perhaps the most accurate interpretation is that his unexpected appearance with Jungkook shifted the conversation. The focus moved away from anonymous speculation and toward a real, visible interaction between two members who have known each other for years. And that alone was enough to make fans shook. Because let's be honest, nobody expected the internet to stay calm after seeing Taekook together. The moment appeared, the fandom reacted, and suddenly everyone had something to talk about. Maybe some fans were saying, "I knew they would appear together." Others were probably screaming at their screens. Some were replaying the live, while others were immediately making edits. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, the original dating rumors suddenly seemed much less important. That may be the biggest takeaway from this entire situation. Sometimes you do not need to fight a rumor directly. Sometimes you simply keep living your life, appear with your friends, and let people see reality for themselves. Taehyung and Jungkook do not need to explain every online theory. They do not need to respond to every rumor. They can simply continue doing what they have always done. Working, spending time with people they trust, and sharing moments with fans when they want to. And perhaps that is exactly what made this live so powerful. It felt natural, it felt unexpected, and it reminded fans why Taekook moments remain so special. So now I want to hear from you. When you saw Taehyung and Jungkook go live together, what was your first reaction? Did you immediately think, there is no way this is happening right now? Face screaming in fear, did the timing make you think about the dating rumors? Or were you simply happy to see Taekook together again? Tell me your thoughts in the comments, because I already know Taekook fans have plenty to say about this one. And remember, you can enjoy the excitement, discuss your favorite moments, and share your theories while still respecting Taehyung and Jungkook as real people with private lives of their own. If you enjoyed this Taekook update, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss another update. Because if there is one thing we know about Taekook, it is that another unexpected moment could happen when we least expect it. One live can change the entire conversation, one interaction can send the fandom into chaos, and one Taekook moment can keep everyone talking for days. So stay tuned, stay respectful, and keep enjoying the moments that make you smile. Thank you so much for watching, Taekook family. Until the next update, keep supporting Taehyung, keep supporting Jungkook, and most importantly, remember that rumors are rumors until they are confirmed. Enjoy the content, appreciate the friendship, and let the moments speak for themselves. And if this Taekook live shocked you as much as it shocked everyone else, you already know what to do. Like the video, subscribe, share it with another Taekook fan, and come back for the next update. Because when Taekook appears together, you never know what might happen next. Borahi, everyone. Purple Heart.